like hitting in a concrete.
Yeah, there's no range. It's either all on or all off.
So that's why I say no color.
It does. It just goes.
Yeah,
shrill,
yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
then- yeah, that's a beautiful. That's the Steinway sound that we like. You know that. So you just got them lowered a little bit. Is that how? What you
Yes, they were
yeah.
blocking against the string, so
Right. So it would. Yeah. So no.
Wow.
and we could improve this to get a little more strike distance. The
Yeah.
more
Right.
blow distance, of course, the more acceleration you can get and more power. So that's part of regulation. But just on
Right.
those 3 notes, just to give you a sample of what it could be. I'm going to crawl underneath and just inspect the board. You got a lot of
great.
dust on this side, so it's hard to see.
okay.
You can see the dust there. I want to just check it
I
for.
know it. They make some special vacuums, don't they, or something?
It's not that hard.
Yeah. Okay.
I do it all the time.
Ooh.
Now, I know part of my coming here is that you're going to have to come to our factory and see how we make our sausage, okay?
Of course. Can we bring some students?
Of course, yes. We're always looking
That
for,
would be a great field trip.
oh, yes. We're always looking for the next generation of piano technicians.
Oh yeah, we need.
Yeah, it looks excellent down here.
Good.
I don't think you've got a belly problem.
Oh,
belly. Wrong word.
Wow, good.
That's the belly, okay.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
We just have a hammer problem. And, you know, if there's a will and finances, almost 30 years old, I could put new strings on this thing will sing like a new piano again.
Wow.
But yeah, the board looks good from underneath. We just
You know what? That was our big concern.
Because
is to
always like a big heaters heating for the underneath, and I was so worried about that part. But
yeah.
What do you think of damp chasers?
In a small space like that, fine. But when they're in a larger space where there's air moving around, it's hard to keep up unless you have the whole piano covered, like in an envelope where it's not being used. And a couple of schools I got set up, I do a lot of work in St. Louis. I have the cover come all the way to the floor, just a couple inches off the floor. So it's its own, sort of its own environment.
Steve Carver said that before he left Juilliard, he convinced him then to invest in like 130 or something damp chasers, and it really helped.
Yeah.
That whole. But there are probably a lot of practice rooms that are more of a stable environment too. But
Yeah. Yeah.
we have it on we have a Yamaha. What is that? A C7. That we have
Honda?
at
C7?
Yeah, C7. Is it? What is it? It's a 7-foot
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yamaha, and we put one on that, and then we have one I think on the Yamaha downstairs, but we've never done one on here. I don't know.
Well, the surest measure is you have a humidity index on the piano or near it.
Okay,
And you want to
we
keep
have
it
one now,
between
yeah.
35 and 45%. However you do it, if a damp chaser helps, great. If you have to have a room humidifier in there pumping out water.
There, we got.
I think we have
got.
it finally, so with
Yeah.
that have that. So
But you have to just make sure that it stays in that sweet spot, 35 to 45%. It's
Right.
harder in the wintertime, obviously, to
Okay.
keep it up there.
right,
Right.
we're doing
Okay.
good.
Okay.
What else can I show you? I think the piano has a lot of miles left in it, belly-wise. If there's a will to restring it, we can do that on site. Now here's the connection. We are exclusive to Steinway in restorations. A project like this I can do on site. There's no competition. There's no how would you say it, conflict of interest with New York. This would be sort of a side project. Using old hammers is also completely, not old, but pre-owned with excellent life.
Oh,
So it could save significantly rather than going through the factory as a Steinway project. Just offer that to you. And the parts we would use, like the strings, are the same manufacturer that Steinway uses. Comes out of a company in Tennessee. And we would use larger tuning pins. Just go up 1 or 2 sizes which is fairly standard in the industry, rather than having to tear it apart and put a pin block in. If we had to do that, then it would have to come to the factory, have to go through New York.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
And you could do it in 2 steps. You could say, okay, Tom, I want it to be rebushed. I want to put those nice, better hammers on. Then I could come back, I take the action with me, maybe on one of your vacations or something. Take the action back on a weekend, change the parts out, rough regulate it, come back here and spend better part of a day doing the fine regulation, tune it, voice it.
In the pins. And
Well,
back here.
that would be another
Oh, okay.
project if you
Oh,
wanted to.
okay.
Oh,
Oh, yeah,
yeah,
when you-
yeah.
after you brought this
Yeah,
back
because
to
we
do
could do
it.
this and get this thing really, you could hear even with that, you might say, well, we're fine. We don't need to
Do
restring
the-
the piano.
Mhm.
And then that would,
Oh, but that's good to know, that, you know.
yeah. You don't have to do them both.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
This, I know, would add to the color, the sustain, just because they're older, the strings. You rarely see a piano on a performance stage that's older than 15 years old.
Oh.
Things just degrade because you've got 1,200 pounds of downward pressure from the strings, pushing down on the bridge. That over time, the cellular structure of the soundboard it collapse. Now we're not talking about a 2,000 seat auditorium here. You would still have plenty of power here.
Right.
But on a performance, a big auditorium, you rarely, they cycle them out pretty quick. Steinway in their concert division rarely have a piano that old because they have to be the best at the best at the best.
Right.
And part of that sort of degrading is the age of the strings, not just the soundboard and maybe losing some of its crown, but also the strings losing their elasticity. So if you say, hey, this is fine, we're going to do the string job next year or 2 years, you can tell what this will do. Is it satisfactory? And if it isn't, well, it's good but not great, then I would say the next step would be
Okay.
Oh, nice. Nice.
So we could present those as a bid, we have to go through our board of directors.
Sure.
But maybe in a stage, the stage 1.
Yeah. And
Right.
actually, Sonia, director says if we can do like a restore for at least this hammer, this coming summer, then because next year gonna be like our 50 years anniversary, so we have a lot of concert or recitals. So
Right, we have
Yeah.
a lot of alumni coming back to
Yeah,
do
yeah,
these
yeah.
recitals and.
And if we could do, let's say if we could do this sooner, so you have it for use now with the students and performance.
How
Oh,
about
yeah.
spring break?
oh yeah, how about spring break?
And then you could say, hey, for the gala 50-year anniversary, let's
Right.
restring this thing too.
Oh,
And then that could
nice.
happen in the
Over the
summer.
summer.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
I don't know
So-
if you have
Oh, yeah,
technicians
yeah.
available
Our
during
spring break is third week of the March.
Oh, I
think it's-
will be gone the 5th through that week, the 5th through like the 7th or 9th. I forget it.
Yeah, it's after that.
Yeah,
So
oh,
after
then
that,
no problem.
yeah.
That's,
Oh,
Yeah.
yay, great.
Yeah. We wouldn't have
So
any
I
recitals.
let you
or-
know for the date. I mean, our spring break date.
yeah, that'd
Yeah,
be
yeah, I will.
I've got it right here.
Oh, yeah.
Of course, you haven't asked about cost yet.
Oh, yeah. I forgot.
Yes, it's somewhere under $1 million. I'm sure that'll be
Oh,
a
yeah,
comfort to
yeah.
your directors.
Oh, my gosh.
Our spring
Wow.
break is like the 9th through the 17th,
That should work. Let me check mine here.
Yeah, so it's, it starts on Monday, but officially, we never
Yeah,
have
yeah.
any recitals over the
Yeah, yeah.
weekend before. So
So
it
Saturday.
could go like,
Yes.
even the 8th it could go.
So what was the date again?
Roughly the 9th through the 17th.
Oh, that would work perfectly, because I'll be gone the 5th through the 9th.
Oh,
yeah.
So I could come pick the action up. What I would do is I'd pick it up, so I can do the parts exchange,
Yeah.
push the keys, and do a rough regulation. So when I would come back, say later in the week, have a day here on site, do the fine regulation, and I can clean the piano, I can polish the
Oh,
strings,
nice.
just so it get as much as we can out of it.
Right.
Then should be ready to go to finish out your year, and then you can decide if you want.
Yeah. Wow.
So cost-wise, you're looking at probably in the $2,500 to $3,000 range for the parts replacement, regulation, bushings, and, yeah.
That-
yeah.
That's all.
Oh, we can make this piano.
I thought he was gonna say 25,000.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's strike that from the record.
Yeah.
20 let's replay.
Wow.
Well, part of it is that you are allowing us to get these excellent parts back in service.
Yeah.
You know, and our business is, you know, we want to make money, but sometimes pricing can be so, such a huge speed bump that people just can't do it, and then they're
You know,
stuck.
those
having to-
hammers look like they have tons of life. in them.
Yeah.
When you compare to these old
Yeah.
ones that we
Sometimes
have.
stuff comes to us, I'm thinking, man, okay, we'll put new stuff on, but that's like they're new.
I know.
So we'd be happy to help you that way.
Oh, great. Wow. One of the technician came to our school and he checked this piano and he says, just replace piano.
He said what?
Just buy new one.
Oh, yeah.
Is that what Steve said?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
he said, do you have a rich donor? It's like, well, it's not even 30 years old.
But
No,
now
it's
Too bad
Wow.
with donors, you often have to wait until they die.
I know. So,
You know what a new bee is? What a new bee is? You should sit down when I tell you this price. $138,000 for a new bee.
no.
I think we got, it was like 60 some. when we got
Oh,
this.
yeah.
But I'll tell you,
So it's more than double. Yeah.
Steinway is making a phenomenal product. It's a wonderful piano.
Mm.
Yeah, I mean, we rebuild them all day long, but these new pianos are also not something, you know, people often think, well, older is better, you know, especially when you're, maybe for a violin,
Oh, yeah.
but not for pianos,
Oh, yes.
not necessarily. So that's why we take pianos, you know, that are 100 years old, put in new soundboards, you know, give them a new soul,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you restring them, you
belly.
refinish them, and they
Yeah,
look like new pianos.
yes.
And
New
and
belly
with
and a new.
a, put a new belly, do a liposuction.
Except we're adding to the hammers.
Yeah.
We're letting them plump up.
Wow.
Well, I'm gonna run to
Oh,
the
yeah,
other
you have
building.
to go.
Really nice to
Nice
meet
to
you,
meet you.
Tom.
Yeah,
Thanks. You are
thank
such
you.
a good teacher.
Yeah.
I need to have some students
Maybe
learn from you.
I'm gonna take like your class, like
Oh,
How
yes,
to build-
come up, love to have it, love to.
yeah.
And who doesn't like to brag about their children, right?
Oh yeah,
You could brag about the shop. I had a conversation with the president of Steinway just Friday, because we were negotiating our contract. And I said to him, you know, I don't want to hurt your feelings,
Oh, yeah.
but we are doing better rebuilds than you guys ever did out of the factory.
Okay. Yeah.
And he said, you know, he wasn't hurt by that, because he agrees.
I mean, yeah. Just I love John's piano.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh, what's that like?
yeah, that one we put a soundboard in it, did a full belly. We just cleaned up the case on that one. The case wasn't too bad, the case meaning the outside.
Oh yeah.
It wasn't too bad,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, it turned out well.
How about soundboard in it? This frame is? Did you replace this?
No, the frame stays with, it's like
Same.
the cabinet,
Okay.
you don't change
Yeah.
that. But the soundboard is the, you know, what's below, the big piece of wood underneath, and of course, new bridge.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, he bought two from us.
Yes. I played both.
We gave him a killer deal also.
Yeah.
He got a great deal. We needed to sell something, so he needed to buy, so worked out well.
Yeah, sometimes he has concert at his house.
Yes, I
So,
went to
yeah,
one.
yeah.
I wish I could go more often.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was beautiful.
Mm.
I'm sitting back there just enjoying the sound of one of
Yes.
our rebuilds. Let's get this better touch here. Now, I could do something here for you really quick, just to help a little bit. Let me get that straight. Come on. Where are you?
When do you have your next teaching responsibility? Are you, do you have to go pretty quick?
No. I'm off today, so
Oh, okay.
just I need to practice for as like a competition accompaniment stuff. Usually, I'm working as like a teaching and also accompaniment.
Ah, I see.
Yeah, and so that's why I use this piano a lot. And then gradually, I noticed some reduced sound quality.
Pardon?
And then gradually, I noticed some sound quality is go down.
Yeah.
And that is so sad because I love this piano a lot.
I tell people that part of my job is to help them fall in love with their piano again.
Great.
Piano counseling.
Yeah, nice. So that's why I love John's piano.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, almost done here. Now, what I'd like to do, if you don't mind, since I'm here, just to do just a little bit of voicing,
Oh,
just to cut down some of that harshness.